In a sensational twist to one of this summer's most talked-about transfer sagas, Nottingham Forest's attacking midfielder Morgan Gibbs White has signed a new 3-year contract, keeping him at the City ground until the summer of 2028, decisively ending speculation over a potential move to Manchester City and other suitors. One background. Star emerges. Morgan Gibbs White, born 27 January 2000 in Stafford, England, rose through Wolverhampton Wanderers' youth system and made his senior debut in 2017. After loan spells at Swansea City and Sheffield United, Forest paid a reported £25 million plus add-ons in August 2022 to secure his services. Since then, he quickly became a fan favorite and a linchpin in Forest's resurgence. Last season, the 25-year-old midfielder delivered 7 goals and 10 assists in 34 Premier League appearances, helping Forest finish 7th, earning a place in the UEFA Conference League playoff round. His performances also earned him international recognition, culminating in his England debut in 2024. 2. Tottenham's £60 million release clause attempt. In early July 2025, British media reported that Tottenham Hotspur had triggered a £60 million release clause contained in Gibbs White's existing contract. Spurs were believed to have scheduled a medical, with negotiations edging toward agreement. Gibbs White was reportedly receptive to the move. However, the situation quickly escalated as Nottingham Forest accused Tottenham of making an illegal approach, claiming Spurs had breached confidentiality by accessing details about the clause without permission and contacting the player without club authorization. Forest reportedly launched a formal legal complaint to the Premier League over the matter. 3. Owner's intervention and contract U-turn. Amid growing tension and uncertainty, Forest owner Evangelos Marinakis personally intervened. He flew to the team's preseason camp in Portugal, confronting the player directly to underline Gibbs White's importance to the club's long-term vision. Eyewitnesses say Marinakis delivered a passionate pitch emphasizing shared ambition and loyalty. Impressed, the midfielder opted not to push for a move. Following those talks, Gibbs White signed a new contract, reportedly earning $150,000 per week, making him Forest's highest-paid player ever. Notably, the deal does not include a release clause, removing the automatic trigger that had almost enabled a transfer. 4. Final announcement and players' words. On July 26, 2025, Nottingham Forest officially confirmed the new agreement, formally ending all speculation over his departure. The club hailed Gibbs White as a central figure in Forest's Premier League resurgence and a fan favorite. The club also highlighted his leadership and ambition as key factors in the long-term project. In the announcement, Gibbs White expressed his delight. "I've felt at home at Forest from the moment I arrived. The support from the fans, my teammates, and everyone around the club has been unbelievable. I believe in what we're building here. With the backing of Mr. Marinakis, I want to be part of making something special. I'm excited for what's to come." Memorable visuals from Forest's preseason friendly against Monaco show Gibbs White making a heart gesture to fans, an image later echoed in social media posts and symbolic of the renewed bond between player and club. 5. Manchester City interest. Rumors debunked. Simultaneously, One Football reported that Gibbs White had agreed personal terms with Manchester City, raising the possibility of an Etihad move. Notably, City were reportedly seeking midfield reinforcements following the departure of Kevin De Bruyne and had lined up Ryan Cherki's arrival as part of their squad rebuild. Although terms may have been discussed, no agreement between City and Forest was ever confirmed. Ultimately, interest appears to have cooled off, and any speculation linking Gibbs White to City was effectively ended by the contract renewal. 6. What this means for Nottingham Forest. With Gibbs White securely tied to the club, and with no release clause to tempt suitors, Forest have sent a clear message. They intend to build around him as they push toward regular European qualification. The midfielder's commitment reinforces the club's growing identity under Marinakis: bold, ambitious, and loyal. Given last season's 7th-place finish and Conference League qualification, Retaining their star attacking midfielder provides continuity and stability as Forest aim to grow even further. 7. Tottenham left in limbo and Spurs questions. Tottenham, under new manager Thomas Frank, had earmarked Gibbs White as a potential creative linchpin in midfield. Their failure to secure the transfer, despite reportedly activating the clause, has exposed flaws in their approach. The club reportedly faces internal scrutiny over how confidential contract terms were leaked, allegedly via the player's agent, prompting warnings that their conduct may be investigated. Spurs have offered no public narrative beyond a silent acknowledgement of the collapse. 8. Conclusion. No deal with Manchester City. To be clear, no deal has been confirmed between Morgan Gibbs White and Manchester City. Despite earlier rumors of personal terms being agreed, the new contract with Nottingham Forest, and absence of any release clause, removes any realistic path to Etihad Stadium this summer. Gibbs White is firmly committed to Forest for the duration of his new agreement, and any future move would depend entirely on Forest's valuation or mutual negotiation. Summary table topic. Key detail: new contract signed until summer 2028, with no release clause. Weekly salary estimated $150,000. Club record Tottenham interest 60 meters clause reportedly triggered. Legal dispute over approach. Owner intervention. Evangelos Marinakis flew to Portugal camp to persuade player Manchester City link personal terms discussed, but no club agreement. Forest ambition building future around Gibbs White amid European qualification. Players' comments expressed loyalty and excitement about Forest's future. Final thought. Morgan Gibbs White's decision to remain at Nottingham Forest is more than a transfer non-event. It is a defining moment in the club's recent evolution. By rejecting both Tottenham and City amid legal wrangling and high-profile pressure, he's recommitted to the City ground and its ambitions. For Forest fans, his presence offers continuity and leadership. For rivals, the saga is a cautionary tale of pushy approaches and dashed hopes. If you'd like tactical breakdowns, Forest's European ambitions, or analysis of potential replacements should Gibbs White eventually depart, I'm happy to help.